Hi everyone, just wanted to take some time to go over the program components and curriculum for the upcoming after-school program. My name is Maricela Montoya. I'm the Director of Education for Foundation Communities, and I oversee our youth and adult education programs. If I haven't had the chance to meet you virtually or in person, I hope that I will be able to soon. Just a little overview of our youth programs. The goal primarily is to provide a safe, structured, and supervised place where students have academic support and have the opportunity to learn. We want to provide a balance of both academic and enrichment activities. In a typical year, we serve about 600 kinder through 5th grade students across our 14 learning centers. We also have 2 full-day pre-K3 programs in partnership with Austin ISD, as well as teen programs that serve 6th grade and up at a few locations. In total, we are serving around 900 plus students annually. On this slide, you will see the characteristics of a high-quality after-school program, which we strive to be. We mentioned that balance is important, as you see listed here, as well as provided programming and activities that are of high interest to kids, providing them with support from caring adults, having a safe and structured environment, and we also strive to keep a low ratio of students to staff. We aim to keep a 1 to 10 staff to student ratio, which is far lower than school classrooms and daycare settings. Bilingual staff to support our English language learners, as well as others like case managers that can support our students' learning as well as mental and emotional health needs. Along with wanting high quality programming, we also want to incorporate best practices that are research and evidence based. Many of the program activities that we offer, including academic support, are based on research done on what is the most effective for students in after-school programs. You can take a look at more research on the After School Alliance website and the America After 3 reports that are conducted almost annually. All of our youth programs offer these components: homework support, reading interventions, physical activity time, and parent engagement. We find that those that receive the most benefit from our program are those that attend the most often and are consistently involved or engaged in these activities. I wanted to note that we are able to offer our programming free of charge to our families through a variety of funding support from various grants. Here are a few of our donors and funders. Some of them have a focus in different areas. For example, Travis County and City of Austin, which supports our Austin Learning Centers, are based on a program initiative called PATHS, Planning Ahead Towards School and Health Success, which both focuses on academic interventions to support our students as well as health and wellness. As you may know, we collect a lot of information on our students as well as how they are doing academically, progressing in school, and doing on standardized testing. The two that are highlighted here, reading scores and the amount of physical activity, are directly tied to activities offered in our after-school program. So consistency in providing and instructing these areas is critical. For example, the number of students whose reading score increases from program entry assessment to last reading assessment administered is based on the iReady assessments that students do about 3 times a year. So we'll look comparatively at their beginning assessment to their last assessment and see if their levels of reading have increased or improved. For the number of students who reach the nationally recommended amount of physical activity time, we conducted a study a few years ago with UT Public Health to see how much activity our students were getting. Obviously, our students, especially those that walk from school to our learning centers, get quite a bit of steps every day. But we found that if students are engaging in things like the walk and other physical activity that's structured during our time, that they usually far exceed the 30 minutes of moderate vigorous physical activity needed, or well over 2,500 steps a day. So it's important to offer that consistency. Additionally, we look at the number of students that we serve over a school year. the number of program-related parent meetings that our students and events that we have at our learning centers. We also try to incorporate as much as possible CHI, which is students that are in the CHI, which is the Children's Home Initiative Program. We really want to incorporate more of those families. We also look at the number of students who attend 3 out of 5 days, or 60%, have at least 60% of attendance during the school year, from the beginning of the school year or when they enter to the end or the last day that they attend. Like I mentioned, the students who attend the most regularly and take part in our programs the most consistently often show the most benefit or maximum effectiveness of our program. Here's a look at the program components that we will offer in fall of 2021. Homework help. All students have assigned time during the after-school program to complete their homework. We'll be offering homework a minimum of 4 times per week, at least 30 minutes. There's really no curriculum needed, but staff should be prepared with backup activities, academic activities, and lessons in case students don't have homework or don't bring their homework. Reading and math support. We use an online reading program called iReady, which also offers math lessons. Students are assessed to determine their individual reading or math lessons and are assigned activities each time they log on at their own level. We'll be offering the iReady program minimally 3 times weekly. Again, there is no curriculum needed. Each student will be assigned their own login for use of iReady. It's really important that the YPAs are comfortable with the iReady program, so they know how to help students move on. A lot of times our students will need help just kind of troubleshooting the program or clicking around in the program. Movement. This is really important. We've often called this physical activity time or fitness time. We wanted to use the word movement just to incorporate kind of a variety of all of those things. The idea here is that we want students to feel comfortable taking care of themselves, being active. That can be in many different ways and different kinds of physical fitness activities, sports, walking, active games. We prefer that we have a time for this daily. One, also to get students' energy out, but 2, just because we want to make sure that students have a time to participate in physical activity. They often don't get that regularly or daily at school. We prefer it daily, but minimally 3 times a week. Enrichment activities, these can be like 2 to 5 times a week, depending what you have time in your schedule for. They may include social emotional learning, DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion activities, or other offerings like sports, music, arts, dance, cooking, technology, coding. A lot of times our enrichment activities are based on things that you as the YPA enjoy doing yourself, maybe hobbies that you have. These are really cool activities that can be plugged in. We already do have some curriculum on arts and crafts from our summer and our past school year. Those can be checked out in our Teams folder if you want to start off the year with just kind of doing arts and crafts until you build up your enrichment activities. Green and Healthy is a combination of both environmental activities as well as kids learning healthy habits, and also peer relations, bullying, things like that. We will be offering Green and Healthy 2 times a week for 30 minutes. These activities and lessons are being added to our Teams folder soon. You may not start off the year with them, but eventually we will have them available to us. And then we will soon be given access to more Green and Healthy lessons through another website, but those will be coming soon. And then lastly, not all sites have to do this, but Fun Fridays, those are really great activity days to have a lot of different fun. I've often done like center type activities where students kind of go from center to center, station to station, participating in different activities. I know a lot of times you guys have incentives for the kids, like where they earn bucks or stickers or some kind of reward and they get to like shop in a store. That can be fun. Might be a day when you kind of plug in a fun movie. There can be a lot done on Fun Fridays. Most times we don't offer homework on those days, so there really can be a lot to your Fun Friday activities to add.